सगळे आमचे Herald TV पळयणाऱ्यांक माय मोगाचो येवकार. Welcome to Bend It with Herald TV 2022 World Cup, and now we are getting into the finals. Of course, today there is a third place, but all eyes focused on the mother of the battles, and that is Argentina, France. Argentina will play France in the World Cup final as both sides aim to win the trophy for the third time. Argentina are ranked 3 by FIFA and France 4 by FIFA. So far it has been a tournament full of surprises, upsets, early exits and dark horses. After Argentina got off to the worst possible start, losing to Saudi Arabia, they have regrouped, rediscovered the form which saw them on a 36-match unbeaten run, which was halted only by Saudi Arabia. We have our stalwarts panelists today, Padma Shri and Arjuna Award winner. I think the only one who has gone this much and who has been a very glorious goalkeeper playing for the nation, for the country, and he is none other than Brahmanan Shankolkar.
Thank you, Javito. Thank you very much.
My mogaso yokar Brahmanan.
Thank you, Tukaibi.
And we have got another panelist from our Dempo College of Commerce and Economics, Physical Education Director, Dr. Michael Dias. Welcome, Dr. Michael.
Thank you.
Brahmanan,
Yes.
you know that the winners will get $42 million. That works about 347 crores in Indian rupees. The runners-up will get $30 million. That works to 248 crores Indian rupees. You played for India. You played for the country. I don't think so. We could even dream of such a figure. And now, reaching the final and winning the final, how do you rate both the teams, Argentina as well as France?
It will be a big battle to me. Big battle. And in fact, I tell you, I don't trust France striking position, like Mbappe especially, and Giroud and Griezmann. And any time the Mbappe, I found him cracking strikes. Goalkeeper even before could lift his hand, ball was in the net. One of the shots goal he has scored. But taking into all this into account, on the run of play, Messi can make a big danger because he can one-to-one on against run of play. He's running with the ball is so much, ball doesn't go out of his control, and he finds the space. He just takes the pace forward. That is the only thing which might
most unpredictable.
Unpredictable, totally, yeah.
But Messi has gone one up now. They said we have never seen Messi in this form.
Yes, and what happens is the challenge with him is 5th World Cup. He had to handle the major trophy in his hands. So, as I said earlier, I believe in that. The divine power must have brought Messi at this stage. At this stage, I can tell you, Copa America, he lifted Copa America, and Neymar went to wish him after winning because he had never handled a major trophy. And one of the world's greatest trophies, the World Cup, which I know, let's wait for the final whistle tomorrow to see if Messi holds the cup or not.
If France can keep their nerve to resist the magic of Messi, a third title in 7 editions will likely be theirs, and unquestionably they'll be seen as the most dominant force in modern international football.
Yes, France has been doing very well, not just this World Cup, but they have won it earlier also, making it 2 finals. They lost with Zidane captaining the team. They won the Euro. Okay, so it's been a generation, a decade of dominant France team that has done well continuously. It's not just that they have just come up. Okay, so they have players who have performed well at the top level, and the bunch of players, they are there together. And I believe around 4 or 5 of them are there from the last edition. They won the World Cup last edition, and they are there here.
They are the holders.
They are the holders.
They say that Messi, Brahmanan Bab, has been in the form of his life, and considering he's 35 years old and he is nearer the end, it shows he is the greatest of all time. The whole world wants Messi to win it, and for Argentina. France, no doubt, have shown grit and a great winning mentality. What do you say about Messi?
For me, he's definitely the greatest. And at this hour of his career, he's all been burning inside with that full driving force. Whatever he has got to take it out, he has to take it out on that day. And because he has already said this will be his last World Cup. Playing 5 World Cups is not a silly thing or a joke. I can say it's the greatest thing any footballer can maintain for so many years at that level. But what was missing him for all these 5 World Cups? As a captain, to hold major trophies, the World Cup, and that's one of the things I believe that Messi is fully in belief that he will do that. But
this is the only chance. If
this is the only chance he has.
Either he makes it or he doesn't make it.
Yes.
Now they say that there are 5 players to be watched in the finals on Sunday. Lionel Messi, 35-year-old superstar. They have already named him as a superstar. Then Argentina has got Julian Alvarez, 22-year-old Manchester City forward. Then in France, they say there are 3 players. Kylian Mbappe, 23-year-old Paris Saint-Germain, mega star. Then you have got Olivier Giroud, 36-year-old AC Milan centre forward. And you have got Antoine Griezmann, 31-year-old Atletico Madrid midfielder. So if you see the balance, it's slightly towards France.
Yeah, definitely. France has an edge in terms of attacking power because the 3 players that you named from France are all in the striker zone, in the attacking zone that they play. And I agree with Mr. Brahmanand when he says that Messi is in his top of his form. And what makes him more deadly in this World Cup edition is his ability of not being just the all-out striker, but also providing those crucial assists to Alvarez, who is another player to be watched out for these finals. So I believe it will be a close contest.
They say that Sunday's match will be a brilliant game. The intensity will be different, and there will be 2 superstars, Messi and Mbappe. Brahmanand Bab?
I think I don't know how to predict this game, frankly speaking.
Pretty difficult.
Yes, very, very difficult to predict this game. But let us see. The whole world is waiting for that, to see that something is coming up. But I think that Messi has a great temperament.
And he is not playing exactly as a forward now.
No.
His role has changed. He creates the way forward, and then expects somebody to give the finishing touches.
Even on the right extreme position the other day when he went and crossed the ball to Julian Alvarez for the score, you look at it, a left footer going on to that position, anybody can do it on the left wing. It's more easier for Messi. Messi is everywhere. It's very difficult to contain him at this stage. But we got to see while France is attacking, and any interception over there, Messi may create a danger to us.
He will.
I'm predicting on this. This might happen.
Argentina and France have played each other 12 times. Argentina won 6, France 3, and the remaining 3 were draws. Their last meeting was at the 2018 World Cup in quarter-final, in which France won 4-3 with Kylian Mbappe grabbing a brace. Don't you think that Mbappe will be a terror tomorrow for Argentina against?
Definitely he'll be a player to watch out for during the finals, and I'm sure he will have his say in the finals, either in scoring or providing a crucial assist with those speedy runs that he does on the wing, on the left side. And he'll be ably assisted with Giroud. He missed out in the semi-finals to score, but I believe he'll be very close to scoring. He might definitely might take the limelight in the finals.
Brahmanand, you played so many games for nation, for India. Have you come across such a brilliant striker, maybe like Messi or Mbappe?
In the playing, during
your days?
No, definitely not. But of course, I was just recalling my days when the Morocco team has qualified in 1986 World Cup. They played in the Nehru Cup, and I was lucky enough to play with them. Algeria also had qualified. The all World Cup team, they were going towards the final phase to meet. They had already qualified for the World Cup from their zones, and for Nehru Cup, it's a pleasure for me to tell you that I played
I
against
have
them.
a slight personal question to
Yeah.
you. Don't you think so? If you had some godfather in Europe who could have pushed you into either Spain or England and be with those teams, don't you think so? You would have had climbed up much higher.
Possibly, but destiny finally makes your way. It was Mr. Vijay Chogule, I remember. He came to our father's shop and told, I would like to see that Brahman be pushed in England. Yeah, at least to play for third division there. I
Yes.
think he'll be able to make it up there. You know, those days what used to happen, and no correspondence, this and all that. And then I didn't have that much of a mind to move out, because we had just played for the country that time, and it was in 75-76 for the second year of my
Well, if you see all these players that I have listed, I talked about the 5 players to be watched in the finals.
Yeah.
They are in PSG, Manchester City, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, and we have the player who missed for France. He is in Real Madrid. So don't you think so? Our young boys who are now, shouldn't they make an effort to be somewhere in Europe or Spain, England, maybe, or even Portugal for that matter?
Yeah, it should be. It should be at a very young age. I feel so. Even the Goans who have been born now, so many Goans have been settled in the UK and other places. Their children can make it up. If there is like one in Qatar, that boy is entered. I just couldn't get it in right now. But it is every possibility. If you can grow under that exposure, I think Goans can make it.
Well,
Whoever-
the
any-
thought process now is changing.
Yeah.
It wasn't so in your days.
Yeah.
You missed it. You
I missed it. And of course, now
Yeah, you can't do anything
Can't do
about
no.
it. But we are watching the Bandit with Herald TV. This program is supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Martin's Corner Betalbatim, Adlengoy Family Restaurant, Doria Deger Multi-Cuisine Restaurant Old Goa, and Martin's Place Village Bistro Navelim. Stay back, we'll be coming very shortly.
Please do drop in at a small little family restaurant called Adlengoy, which is just 5 minutes from Basilica of Born Jesus and Say Cathedral. In this small restaurant, we serve authentic Goan cuisine, and we are known even for our fresh fish, chicken, mutton, etc. Also, we are known even for the other cuisines like tandoori, Indian, Indo-Chinese. So why don't you come over? Also, we have a full-fledged bar, and our bartenders do really good, amazing cocktails and mocktails. And also, most important point, we are having a live premiere of the FIFA World Cup. So do drop in with your family and friends, and for reservations, dial the number on the screen.
Today we are at Martin's Place, and the ambience, sarke chod bare. Like, look at this, so spacious and so nice. You feel like dancing. So let's cheers for it. The food here is next level. Like, it's so good, and so the prawns, guys, they were so kurkurit. Like, it is approved by Mr. Kurkurit. So look at me, eat them. And Goan sausage stuffed squids. Kitne lagtale re ho. Sam ke kadis boom bang zata. Ani tenge signature dish mila mare stuffed crabs. Kitne lagta bara pure crab meat, white wine, ani cream, ani cheese gun. Jauna hel mera ami prawns pulao ani chicken kafrial. Kafrial ki lagta har ke chod bare ta pulao.
Welcome back. You are watching Bandit with Herald TV. Tomorrow's match, the final, that's what we are talking about, the showpiece clash at 8:30 at the state-of-the-art 80,000-seater stadium. After the tournament concludes, the organizers said the venue will be transformed into a community space, including schools, shops, cafes, sporting facilities, and health clinics. Qatar now is considering a bid to host 2036 Olympic Games and has suggested air-conditioned streets to help spectators and marathon runners cope with the summer heat. It sounded ridiculous at first, but the technology is in place in Lusail. The future is happening right now. Qatar has proven to be an unusual host nation. It is a city that doesn't really exist. It is being called the city of the future, where the final is being held tomorrow. The final is not in Doha, which is the capital city of Qatar. And they have gone ahead to have the final at the city of the future. Then that is your iconic stadium. The final is being played away from the capital. This place has practically no living and breathing population, no communities, and it is the city of the future. So it will be developed soon. Brahmanan Bab, you had been to Qatar, you had been to Doha, you have seen what has happened. What is this planning that they are doing?
Actually, I was wondering when a few years back when I was reading in the press about Qatar's air-conditioned stadiums, and everything will be cooler around, the field will be all cool, especially for the Europeans. And when I visited, I found it really surprised to see this, especially in the stadiums. I couldn't find out where the cooling effect is coming up. 1 or 2, 3 stadiums. But finally I found there were small holes sort of underneath your seat, and coolers were over there to cool ourselves. I never found myself in a city, the hot city sort of, except a few hours in the morning when we could go around. But when you go to the malls, you go to the restaurants, you go to the train or the bus, the metro, or any of the shopping centers, any of their facilities centers of these things, which are higher. Everything was so cool. I said, this is what they have said, and they have done it.
Yeah, and I believe the security also was too good.
Too good, and volunteers were too good. Everywhere they were spread. Every second you ask for a question to somebody, they all out to help you. And always smiling faces. Even to the stadium, giving directions. What they would say, metro this way, stadium this way, to guide with the arrows.
So you were never lost?
Never.
And you felt you were at home?
Very much.
And how was the atmosphere, the environment at the stadium when the match was on?
Oh my God, especially as we were entering, right from the Iranian-Saudi match, their fans were there with all the souvenirs, flags and all, and calling you, my friend, come here, support my team. And they were distributed with the caps of Iran and other things like Saudi, and then especially when Spain and Germany, there were 2 counters. I was holding Spain's. He said, friend, come take mine. You were so good to support Germany. It was totally, and the music all around there, especially for Brazilian, this thing, it was really, I can tell you, most memorable, unforgettable ones to see in Spanish. So videos, if you look at it, the songs and the dancing, the traditional side.
And the fans, you had the Moroccan fans, I believe, they were in full strength and backing.
Yes, of course, I couldn't see the Morocco match.
Yeah.
But Germans, Spanish, Iranians, Saudi and Poland, especially for Brazilians, it was all dancing around, samba around was going on. It looks, at one time before entering the stadium, I was wondering where I'm heading towards. Actually, I'm heading for a match, to see a match. But to look scenario around that, you won't believe that you're going to see a match. You say it's all festival around there. But after the game, whoever has won is in big joyful, others were with the heads down. Yes, but acceptable, the defeats are acceptable to the ones. Yeah.
Some of the biggest names in football already consider Messi as the GOAT. And above even Diego Maradona, Pelé, and his great rival Cristiano Ronaldo. He has won 7 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions Leagues, 11 league titles, and countless more trophies. There can be no argument that the Argentinian icon has secured his place in the annals of football history. Lifting the World Cup would seal his legacy for good.
Yeah, he has achieved what is there on the plate or on the table, and definitely this World Cup lifting of the trophy will be an icing on the cake for him. And he's a living legend of the game. Okay, he's proven, he's taken the game to that kept the standard high, and for people to achieve. And we also talk about Mape and all coming and filling up those boots of the gap that will be created once he leaves the game. he has said this will be his last World
His
Cup.
last one.
Yes, so it will be something to look forward to. Okay, a moment to cherish this World Cup.
France, they say they are having health problems concerning 3 of their players. They are dealing with the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, MERS, commonly known as the camel flu. They say that they have this flu-like symptoms, and we do not know whether the 3 will be playing tomorrow or not. Do you think that the substitutes, should they be fielded tomorrow, will do equally good job or even better job?
Of course, if you look at both the sides, they have equal substitutions of that level. To put in the 11, whoever it is, the coach has the biggest questioning to him, especially in this situation. I don't think they will have any differences.
There will be no problem.
No, I don't think so.
Because
Yeah.
they have the substitutes who are equally
Yeah,
good.
equally good to-
And given the time and the chance,
Yeah.
I think they can even surpass their first 11.
In fact,
Yes.
all the players, including substitute, play in top clubs, in the top leagues around the world, especially in Europe. So I believe they know each other and they have played at that level. So it won't make any difference the substitute starting in the playing 11.
Yeah. And today we have a match for the 3rd place, Morocco-Croatia.
Yeah.
Morocco coach has said it is the worst game that we have to play, because they feel the 3rd is not theirs.
Yeah.
They were thinking about 1st or 2nd. But we are still excited to play despite the disappointment that Morocco suffered. We obviously, he said, would have liked to be in the actual final, but there is a 3rd place we play for. We want to finish on the podium. What do you think, Brahma, for Morocco tomorrow? Will they achieve at least the 3rd, or it will be Croatia?
I think it might be still. I expect to be. It might go into a goalless
Extra time,
full time,
and then the penalty shootout.
Yes, but Walid Regragui, Moroccan coach,
Yeah.
he's quite optimistic. To be on the 3rd position in the world is also a great thing to
Yes.
be.
Yes.
Yeah, it is not that the 4th team may be Croatia. I don't say that whoever it may be, but to be on the 3rd, to be behind these 2 teams, Argentina or France, is the greatest thing to be in the
Yeah,
world.
because they say we want to go back with a medal or a trophy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the coach has said, we want to ensure that we finish well, and my players have digested the defeat by France. They never expected that they would be defeated by France. Do you think so, Dr. Michael?
Yes, definitely. I believe the players as well as the coach, they thought that they were contenders for the finals. They have still not digested, I feel, the loss that they have had in the semis. And they'll be looking up to play the 3rd place and get on the podium in the 3rd place. And they have players who can make the difference and who can put up a great show for the 3rd place.
Well, Morocco were the surprise package of Qatar World Cup by becoming the first ever African country to make it to semi-finals.
Yeah.
How do you see the progress of Morocco?
It's too high, I can tell you. They've grown up into their performances, and especially in this World Cup, when they have clashed in the further before, the few matches before that, they were playing the same standard football. And once the ball is lost, they were all into their halves. It's a strategy one has to follow. They must have thought that this strategy will take them forward, and they had taken them forward. Except that first goal of France against Morocco, the high-powered grounder which was pushed forward, I don't know who it was, maybe the goal was scored.
Yeah.
The movement of the defender of Morocco couldn't trap that ball. Ball was so hard and calculated pass. That has killed them. If that's not that person, the story would have been different.
Yes,
the first goal,
definitely.
yeah.
So it will be a new trophy that will be presented tomorrow. Of course, it is called Jules Rimet Trophy, named in the honor of the longest serving FIFA president. The trophy represents the joy of victory with 2 players holding up the world. It is made up of 18-karat solid gold. It has 36.8 centimeters it is high and weighs 6.175 kilograms. It was restored in 2005, and since then FIFA decided to stop lending the original trophy to the winning team. Holders of the cup were previously allowed to display in the Federation's trophy cabinet before returning it to the FIFA for the next World Cup. Since 2006, the original cup has only been given to the team during the official prize giving ceremony before being retrieved by the FIFA personnel. The winning country is then given an exact replica of the original. What do you feel about now tomorrow? Which side do you think finally it is going to go?
I'm for Argentina.
And
I would say France has a slight
so we are
edge.
balanced. We are balanced here. It could be anybody's
Anybody's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody's.
And they say that there will be enough fans to witness the great final. Brahman Bab, you made a special effort to be here with us. You have sacrificed your normal program that you had this afternoon and evening, but still you made. We are very, very grateful to have
Thank you very much.
you with us for this Bandit with Herald TV. And also to Dr. Michael, has been all through and through, the same like Brahmanand.
Yeah.
देव बरें करून तुमकां दोगांयकोय ब्रह्मानंद बाब आनीक Dr. Michael.
Thank
So
you.
we are concluding this episode. We have 2 more episodes to go, tomorrow and on Monday. Monday will be, of course, after the final is played. So stay tuned to watch the match today at 8:30 p.m. for the 3rd and 4th place. And tomorrow, Sunday, the finale, as we call it. And keep on watching Bandit with Herald TV. The program supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Martin's Corner Bethalbatim, Adlengoy Family Restaurant, Doria Deger Multi Cuisine Restaurant Old Goa, and Martin's Place Village Bistro Navalim. Thank you. Till we meet again.